Hey everybody, welcome to this live stream on a lovely Thursday afternoon. Coming on real quick because I I had an interesting conversation, or there was an interesting post that I saw yesterday in one of the groups that I'm in, run by a wonderful coach, Amanda, who asked the question. This is a really interesting question. She asked, hey, Lena and Maria and Nicola, she asked, how many coaches or mentors or different teachers have you learned from in 2019? So in the past year. Hey, Cynthia, how many groups do you like, whether it's through courses or masterminds or Facebook groups or one-on-one or going to events, how many people have you been learning from in the past year? And what was kind of funny was that surprising how many people, including myself, had said at least three different coaches or mentors or teachers were we taking information in from in 2019. And I thought about that for a second, and I was like, wow, very, very interesting, right? And it just kind of like made me think about the year ahead, and made me think about, first of all, if you're an empath, right? We all know that we can only take in so much, right? We get pretty easily overloaded with things, whether it's, energy, information, we take things in. And I think in general, right, it's interesting that we're looking to so many different places to get information and get the answers from. And if you're not making the progress that you want to make in your life, or not making the changes you want to make, or seeing things happen, hold on a second, I'm going to go ahead and just share this out to my biz page before I forget, because I keep forgetting. Maybe consider that you have too much information. So in 2020, instead of like really searching for the answer or the one thing or the one course that's going to change it all, or the one coach, or like bouncing from coach to coach or from program to program, or buying all the books and buying all the podcasts, or not the podcasts, buying all the courses and doing all the things and listening to so much information, or joining everybody's, hey Jamie, joining everybody's 5-day challenge, or joining all the free groups, looking for all the like kind of more like the free information to try to find that answer that you're looking for. Try to narrow it down. My suggestion is going to be this, and I'm taking my own advice, by the way. I'm saying this because I'm totally going to do this coming up in 2020, because no wonder our minds can only deal with so much information, and each coach, each group is going to have its own vibe. It's going to have its own dynamic, its own strategy, its own lessons, its own thing. So you're trying to take in all of this different information and getting into information overload, or applying a little bit of it and then switching over and doing that, like that next shiny object. And as if, and kind of like the thought in your head is, well, if I just could, know this one thing, if I could just find out this one thing, or just really ask yourself, what am I looking for? Why am I searching outside, so much outside of me, for the answer to what I need to do to change my life the way I want to change it? Why am I, hey Julia, why am I looking outside of me? Because first of all, coming from a spiritual perspective, you already have the answers inside of you anyway. You already know what to do. Hey Julie, we have to first of all trust yourself a little bit more, that you already know what to do. Any human who is really, really inspired and motivated to take action and do things and go for what they want, they do it. They do it. Even when sometimes we look back in our lives, even when it wasn't in our highest good, but we thought we wanted it, did we not go after it? Did we not go for it? Did we not know what to do? Or if we didn't know what to do, we just took messy action anyways, and just to see what happened because we wanted it so badly. So think of that like in 2020, if you're looking to make changes, you want this to be your year. You want to grab the 2020 energy by the, and just grab it and just ride it. And just really create, hey Leo, just create the life that you want. Then really take stock of who you're listening to. I would say narrow down who you're listening to. And make sure that when you're going out there and seeking to learn, it's always good to learn. I'll never stop learning. I'll always have a coach or a mentor or be taking courses. But next year, I'm going to be really, really mindful of how much information I'm taking in and allowing myself to really absorb the information that I'm attracted to. If I'm attracted to a course, if I'm attracted to a coach or a program, I'm going to go all in and I'm going to participate and I'm going to show up and I'm going to learn what I need to learn and I'm going to apply it and see it all the way through, right? Hey, Sarah, because if I just do it halfway, if I just take in too much information and I've got chaos and overload, that's exactly the results I'm going to get, right? And if I'm still seeking and seeking and seeking as if I don't have the answer inside of me, then the universe is going to hand me more of that confusion. So I'm not trusting the universe. If I'm guided to something and I'm ready to do it, then the universe is like, I'm handing you, hey, Darlene, I'm handing you something to do. I'm handing you an answer. I'm handing you a solution. I'm handing you something to learn. And if I just go, yeah, that's great after 5 minutes, but that can't be the answer. It's got to be over here somewhere. Then I'm not trusting the universe, that the universe doesn't have my back. Otherwise, why would I be led to take that course or work with that coach in the first place? B, I'm not trusting myself to follow through and do the work. Or C, I'm getting involved in too many things that I'm not totally aligned with. And why am I doing that? Because I'm uncomfortable in the silence. I'm uncomfortable just dealing with myself and what I need to do. Or if you're resonating with this, are you just kind of keeping yourself busy, hey Lisa, and keeping yourself involved with so much information because you don't either trust yourself to take the action you need to take, you don't trust that you're going to see it all the way through, you don't trust it's really going to work, or you don't trust that you have what it takes to do it, or you're afraid of the silence. What's going to come in the silence? It usually means all of our fears, all of our doubts, all of our blocks are going to be coming up to face us right in the face when we're silent. When you're doing the work, when you stick with one thing, those same fears and doubts are going to come up, but you're going to learn how to go through them, let them move through you, work with them, and really just know that they're part of the journey. They're not so scary. We don't have to fill our minds with more information because we don't want to deal with the blocks that are actually in front of us. Usually if we're trying to fill up our time with information and more stuff, it's because we're afraid. There's some sort of fear-based belief existing somewhere within us, probably a limiting belief, from when you were younger, or could be, something, a fear of really taking action on what it is that you want. For some reason, an old story, an old pattern that's playing. So is it time to really just look straight on at what has been holding you back? Maybe not to find the information and the right strategy that's going to give you the answer, or find the right person that if you soak up their energy, you're automatically, because I think sometimes even we look on social media and we see other people, coaches, mentors, gurus, whatever, teachers, and we get, hey, Tanya, we want to absorb their energy. We feel like if we're in their energy, somehow it's going to lift us up and we're going to do the thing. When the truth is, they're only, hey, Heather, that's me. She's like, that's me. It's like, you have the energy. Know that you have that energy. You have the it factor. You can absolutely generate that same magnetic, abundant, manifesting superpower energy within you. And there may be some work to do first. Nobody's going to you're not going to get anybody's energy by osmosis, or you're not going to get success just by hanging out with somebody. So it's going to be actually taking what they're saying, if it's aligned with you, and applying it over and over and over again until you get the results you want, or reflecting or meditating on doing shadow work, whatever's coming up for you. But I think, hey, Billy, the first thing is to really just kick your fears to the curb, because that's why you're stopping yourself. There's some old pattern, old story, old belief that is standing in your way that just needs to be brought to light, right? Instead of one more course, one more this, one more that. So for 2020, I invite you to totally join me in this, really being discerning. Who are the people that you want to learn from, and choose maybe one or two that really you resonate and align with, and then see it through. I invite you to just go through it, show up, follow through, do the work, listen to what's being taught, listen to what you're learning and really apply it. Go deep, do the exercises, do all the things and stick with it, and see if your results are different. See if you feel more grounded and centered. See if it might be scary at times, and see what you need to do in order to really get past those fears. And by the way, I will say, speaking of not one more course, but I will say that in 2020, starting the first of the year, I am doing a 4-week intensive on this stuff right here. It's called Becoming Fearless as Fuck. And it's going to be kind of learning how to step over and move through common fears that humans have, other people's opinions, right? Old programming, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, those common fears, but also being able to peel back the layers of the onion on your past and kind of releasing everything from 2019 that doesn't serve you, that's weighing you down, old toxic stuff. These may be patterns that have been going on for years. We're going to do like a whole release of that. I'm going to do a chakra clearing for you as well. We're going to talk about how that energy matters. Where do these fears sit in your body? They're sitting in one of your energy centers. Why it's there and what you can do to balance it. I'm going to help you do a balancing of that. And I'm going to do other guided meditations as well to help you really just kick these old habits and fears and patterns once and for all so that you can move forward with whatever it is you want to create. Do you want, better relationships? Do you want to increase your income? Do you want to find a career that lights you up? Do you want to increase your psychic mediumship or intuitive abilities? Do you want to be healthier? Whatever that is. Hey, Jess. Jess is like, woohoo! It's like, right, because 2020, take advantage of this energy, my friends. You have to this is the year for you to step up and step out and really align yourselves with people that you will be totally able to create what you want to create and just back off from the information overload, because you will not, if you're just searching and searching for the answer from 50,000 different friggin' people, your inbox is overloaded with how many different emails, 10,000 5-day challenges with, downloading 50 million PDFs, and you're trying to absorb all this information, trying to get the right thing. That's what's going to be that magic formula for you. Forget it. All that, you're just setting yourself up for chaos and just for being in the same fucking place you are right now at the end of next year, right? So it's choosing what feels good to you and who feels right for you, and then just seeing it fucking through, just sticking with it and seeing it through until you start to get your momentum. And like I said, I'm on this with you. But if you feel like fear and doubt is getting in your way hardcore, then talk to me, message me or comment below and talk to me about Becoming Fearless as Fuck. It's 4 weeks. It's live Facebook group. I'm going to be going live probably 2 to 3 times a week. And this isn't going to be a lot of homework. It's going to be more reflecting. And just really, if you're done with it and you want to just purge it once and for all. And I don't mean no fear will ever come up again. I'm talking about the same patterns that have been holding you back up until this point. Just really learning, and then going forward, you'll know how to manage it. You'll know when they come up, you'll be able to see it, identify it, and then have tools to manage it so that it won't get in your way when you're trying to do, I don't know, whatever it is in 2020, whatever is on your heart, because now is the time. Hey, Melissa, now is the time to just harness this energy and create whatever you want to create. You're a light worker. You're a powerful person. You're amazing. So step the fuck into it. All right. So any questions, message me. Love you guys. Check out the comments below. I posted where you can find more information and what the costs and payment plans, all that detail, that fun stuff is for Becoming Fearless as Fuck. Again, this is going to be all on Facebook Live, in a private group. So you're in a safe space and we're going to bust the shit out of this. So I love you and have an amazing day. High vibe day. Love you guys.